Hello there, internet listeners. This is episode 4 of the Who Gives a Hoot podcast from the gentleman at oneweeklate.com. I am one of your hosts, Brian, and these are also your hosts, Dane.
Hello.
And Doug. Hello.
Hola.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you, good sir?
I'm okay. It's
Good.
hot here. I don't like it.
It's hot in New York. What is it, like 82 degrees?
Yeah, it's like 78, 79,
Oh.
80 degrees.
How are you
Sweltering.
surviving?
Well, we don't have AC here, so it just stays hot.
Oh, that does suck.
Which, I'm wearing long sleeves right now, so that probably doesn't help either.
You could buy a window unit.
Yeah, I could, but money.
I got one for a studio apartment a couple of years ago, and it was like $90 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not too
I
bad.
think the cheapest I've seen here is like $150. So, I don't know. I'll probably will break down when it gets into the 90s and go buy one. But anyway,
Your roommates will probably hate you for using too much electricity.
well,
You
yeah,
put it in the
because
living room.
Yeah, we've been rocking with the AC on 74 because it is sweltering down here.
Mine's on
AC.
72.
Ooh. Cranking
My
up that
girlfriend
electricity bill.
my girlfriend got a window unit, and so now I'm just going to sleep at her place all the time.
Good.
Yep. It's a give and take,
Video games and air conditioning.
That's fine. Wait, last week it was the cheese podcast.
Who gives a
Uh,
hit?
This week it's the window unit AC and video games podcast. Doug, what are you playing? What video games are you playing, Doug?
Forza Motorsport 5.
Forza.
Forza Motorsport. I actually finally went online and was doing some Formula One races and got in with a good group of guys. So that was really fun. We did probably like 15 races. I was up till like 2 in the morning playing that
How do you know they were guys?
because everyone had a mic and no one sounded like a chick. But we had some good times. It was I think I was the only person running absolutely 0 assists and like the drive line completely off, and I needless to say I wasn't doing too well, but I never came in last on any of the races. So then it kind of became this joke about see where D-Raz can place every race, and yeah. I had a lot of people rooting for me, though, because I guess I was the man of the group, and everyone else was running like full stability control and traction control and all that. So if you guys are listening, go fuck yourselves. I'm better than you.
Posers. Some posers.
I've
Well,
never
that's
been
cool.
into the Forza Gran Turismo
Forza.
style racing games. I've always been into like the Need for Speed burnouts of the
I
world.
love Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo 2 on the PlayStation 2, maybe?
I still, yeah. No, 2 was on PlayStation 1. 3 was the first one
3.
on PS. 3 was actually my favorite of the Gran
Yeah.
Turismos.
I played Gran Turismo 3 a lot. Gran Turismo, fun fact, was in the first or second not Need for Speed movie, Fast and Furious movie. Got a nice little shout out in the mainstream.
Nice.
Yep, one of the Asian guys, which I thought this was super stereotypical. One of the Asian guys in his souped-up Honda had a PlayStation and a small screen, and before the race, when everybody else is like banging chicks or like smoking weed, he was sitting in his car playing Gran Turismo.
Yep.
I guess neither one of you remember that. So
No, I
don't
do
know.
remember it. I just don't know what to say to it.
I don't know.
Yep. Dane, what have you been playing?
I
Watch
played
Dogs.
this game called Watch Dogs. Yeah.
Do you watch dogs?
I haven't watched any dogs.
There will be
besides
0
my
dogs.
own. Yeah.
Have your dogs watched you watching dogs?
No. No, they don't watch the TV when it's on. It's
No. They have to watch you. Do they watch you watching dogs?
No, they usually just fight to the death and steal each other's squeaky toys.
So you guys have gladiator dogs?
Yeah,
It's impressive.
yeah. But anyway, Watch Dogs. So
You love it.
no, I don't even like stealing people's music.
You're not
Really?
stealing their music.
Yeah,
You're just
you're
gaining
like
access to their music.
you're
I don't
downloading it.
know. Something weird about people walking around the street, and I'm just like, oh, I know everything about you, and I'm gonna take your
Dude,
money
it's
and
Skynet.
your
It's preparing us for the future.
Do you really know everything about them though? You get like one line about their life.
their income and their job, and yeah,
I didn't realize that you could tell everything about a person from that.
You can.
yeah, but regardless, you can take their money, and if you take money from someone who makes like less money than I do, it's really fucked up.
It is.
That's the moral question of Watch Dogs. Who should you take money from?
So I just don't take any money,
I
and
took all the money. I just didn't care.
yeah,
Well, about halfway through, I decided that I was going to stop caring about it. So that's when I started just relentlessly robbing everyone.
well, with the perks of Uplay points and achievements, I was able to unlock a special golden gun and a special fast stealth black car. I forget what it's called.
Nice.
Those are just free, so I
So
already
you
have a
don't need
super fast
Uplay.
car.
Keep
Yeah.
your worthless money.
Yeah,
Well, that's
and then
cool.
as far as the gameplay goes, it feels like I don't know. So far, it's felt like a really broken version of Assassin's Creed because there's fast cars that don't handle well, and I can't climb up the side of buildings. But it's definitely it feels like Assassin's Creed still.
Yeah,
And
it's
so,
it reminds me of a mixture of Assassin's Creed and Far Cry with all the like the CTOS towers and everything and
Yep.
the waypoints, I guess they would also count as, but I mean it is Ubisoft, whatever, so I
Well,
imagine
what
there'd
what
be
do you think?
similarities.
A lot of thing, or one thing that people don't seem to talk about it is the actual hacking in the game. People complain about the driving and the whatever, but nobody ever talks about the hacking, which is supposed to be the focus of the game. Do you
do
think
you
that
mean
that's solid?
the mini game with the pipes?
No, not just that, but I mean like as far
It's
as
like
like
controlling
using,
everything.
yeah, using your
Oh,
phone to control everything.
I know there were people complaining that it was just kind of this, you press one button and you control everything, but what else do you want it to be? I mean,
Yeah, I
what
don't
kind
want
of
to do.
hoops? Yeah, what kind of hoops do you have to jump through to control a light or a stoplight? So,
hmm. So far, I've messed up and like brought those blocker things up and crashed my car into them while I was trying to run away from the cops.
Well, they give you timing. Like there's a little timing thing. So right after you pass it, like square or whatever you're playing on will pop up, and then that's when you hit it, and then it times it perfectly. And then you get the little like cinematic thing of like the cop or whoever's chasing you smashing into it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, and like the tutorials go by really fast
yeah.
Mhm.
at the beginning, so it's like a lot of information coming in at one time, and like I was walking up to items and I was like, what do these even do? Why am I picking these up? And uh, why is there a thing on the table I can hack into and then nothing happens? I think that'll happen once at the very beginning. I
Yeah.
didn't know what it was. It looked like it was an iPad or something, but nothing came up or anything. So I didn't know what I did.
Well,
Gotcha.
I hope you start to enjoy it more.
Doug, did you finish it?
Yeah, I beat it. I think I talked about
How's
that on our last podcast.
Yeah, I don't listen when you talk. How's the story wrap up? Like does it feel good to finish?
It felt solid. They give you a little tidbit after the once the credits start rolling. So it felt good. It was very satisfying to me at least. So they definitely I guess you could make the case they left it open for another game.
Watch Dogs 2, August 2014.
Oh, calling it right now.
Yep.
But I liked it. I mean, I don't know what else they could have done to end it. So
Yeah. Did you guys see the thing about the PC version and like the hidden files with like the E3 2012 graphics
yeah.
options?
Yeah, modders are like hacking into the local game files and making the game look better and whatnot. And
Yeah, it looks better, but then it runs like complete shit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Eh,
wonder if you have a powerful enough a machine, it could still run good.
oh, I'm sure you. I mean, I guess that's the hard thing about developing for PC is on consoles, everybody has the same, hardware. So you just optimize it once, and it's good for everyone. But people on PC, everybody has a different graphics card and processor and motherboard and blah blah blah. And so I'm sure there were some things that they had to take out just to make do with those low end PCs that are sitting there trying to run it. But
The PC master race is just so finicky. Let me ask you this, Doug. Well, both of you, since you both have PCs. What's more elite? Someone with a low-end PC or a console gamer?
I I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a console gamer because a low end PC, I don't know. I hate fanboys.
Yeah, it
PC
depends.
master race.
It depends if you got your PC after the consoles came out, because anything like the consoles are set in stone now, so basically those specs are just going to get lower and lower and lower in the grand scheme of things. So basic computers, like from here on out, are going to have at least those specs.
Right. Do you think at any point in the future there will be consoles that are continuously upgradable?
No.
No, that I mean, it's either going to move to all PCs or the consoles are just going to keep going the way they are.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna go into like upgradable GPUs or anything, but I mean that's what Steam machines are for now. Whenever those start rolling out, which I guess you could buy them now, but I don't know. It's a stupid argument. It's like Jesus Christ, get a console, build a PC, play video games, be happy. That's the
Right.
way I see it.
Oh yeah, I mean I wasn't asking that. I was just, curious what,
Yeah, and
the
that's
perception. I tend to stay away from any
everywhere
PC
though.
stuff.
Yeah, they're the PC group is definitely the elites of it all, and then I think you have your PS4 fanboys right underneath that, and Microsoft are just like hobos walking around with their super shitty specs.
Super hobos.
I don't think it really matters. I mean, Wii U is definitely the least powerful system, but Mario
Yeah,
Kart 8 looks
yeah.
awesome.
I'm just being ironic now. I'm not really making a list of the hierarchy of uh,
Video games.
window AC units.
Brian, what have you been playing?
Nothing.
Terraria.
Oh, Terraria.
Yeah, I finally
Terraria?
downloaded it.
Terraria?
Terraria.
I don't know. I thought it was Terraria because it's terrarium.
Terrarium.
Isn't
Terraria.
terrarium like an enclosure of like an ecosystem?
Maybe I should watch like a video review of one of these and hear someone say it. Either way, I'm playing that game, the Minecraft knockoff, um, a lot, and then I'm almost finished with Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, didn't you say they doubled the length of the game?
They did. So in the original game on PlayStation 3, which I played the shit out of multiple times, there's like three areas that you go through, and then each area has like 5 or 6 levels. Um, and this one has 6 areas. So like spoilers for Pixel Junk fans. Uh, After you like beat the original part, you get swallowed by this big monster because you're like going down like further to the core of this planet, and you get swallowed by this big monster, and then in the like 4 through 6 stages of the ultimate version, you're like fighting your way out of the monster and then like out of the planet and all this stuff. So it's a lot of fun. It introduces a fair amount of new enemies, which kind of sucks because they made one of these that's like super boss and it just sucks. Um, but I adjusted. I kind of suck at the second half, but it's fun.
I haven't
Go for
played
the
any of the
platinum.
Pixel Junk games.
Oh
They're
man,
all pretty clutch, man.
yeah, they're really good. I went on a big run of them because back in the PlayStation 3 days, they had a sale. Out of the blue, there's like I had like 4 games for $1 a piece, and so I got Eden, which is like super out there, but it was enjoyable. Racers, which kind of sucked.
I actually like racers.
Shooter. Do you like racers?
Yeah, it was pretty fun, man.
Yeah. Shooter, which is my favorite, and then Monsters, which is
Monsters.
really good with the friends. Not as good alone, but still fun.
That was the tower defense one, correct?
Yeah. Tower defense games are fun on computers. It's kind of tough with a controller.
I can imagine.
So, that's been me for now. But I have a question to pose to you too, since I trust your judgment. Doug and I talked about this a long time ago, that I missed out on a lot of PlayStation 3 games because I was either not playing anything at all, or didn't own a system, or just
Playing
sucked at life.
sports.
Playing sports games and being in college and stuff. And so yeah, I'm looking to atone for my sins. So I bought a bunch of PlayStation 3 games that I had missed. Red Dead is at the top of the list because even though I played the first half of Red Dead 3 times now, I've never finished it, and so I know Doug's going to say I need to play that one because he's a biased jackass.
Because it's
But
one
there are
of the
other.
greatest games ever made.
I know that, but I know the ending. Like, it's spoiled for me. I feel like I know the entire story without
But-
ever playing it.
You have to experience it for yourself.
I did experience it via hearing about it 800 times on YouTube.
That's not experience. That's just
Oh,
word of mouth.
It's kind of an experience. So there's Red Dead, all 3 BioShocks. Never played those. I still haven't finished Tomb Raider on PlayStation 4, which is not an old PlayStation 3 game, but I feel like I need to finish that.
You know what we should do?
What?
One of my Steam friends gifted me the first BioShock because it was on my wish list. So we should play BioShock at the same time and keep each other updated, talk about it. That might make getting through it a little easier because that game is fantastic and you need to play it.
Yeah, the first
Okay.
Bioshock, great.
What about the second?
Mm.
What
Not
about
as good as the
Infinite?
first one. Infinite was. I actually think Infinite is my favorite of the 3, but you can't really beat the original because it
Yeah.
started it all. But
Did you say you saw the end of the first one?
Of
who you talking
BioShock?
to?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I don't know anything about BioShock.
Okay. Well, the end is really good. Well, the whole game's good, but the end's really good.
Right.
Um,
So BioShock seems to be. Dane, out of all that generation of games, though, what would you suggest? Anything that, like, right offhand? What was your favorite? What was your favorite game from the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 days?
Deus Ex, Human Revolution.
no. I have to look at my games, and it's probably one that was stolen. I don't know.
Your answer, sir.
I can't think of one game. I should make a list sometime.
You should make a list. I mean, just throw anything out there because I'm open to any kind of any stuff. I also bought Ni no Kuni when it was on sale a few weeks ago for $5.
I heard
The
that
game's
was
a
good.
real slow burn.
Yeah.
I got it from GameFly and played it for, I don't know, like 7 hours, and it started to open up then, but I had lost interest at that point. So
Gotcha. Well, that doesn't help much. You guys just said to play BioShock.
BioShock's really good.
I also bought all the old Grand Theft Autos, and even though I've played the shit out of all those, I really kind of want to go back and just play those again.
Yeah, those can wait though.
They can, but how long?
I mean, you still have Tomb Raider you need to beat on your PlayStation 4. So
And this is the sad one. I still haven't finished Stick of Truth.
Really?
I literally played that for like 2 or 3 hours and I kind of stopped. One, because my roommate was still playing it at the time and it's his game, but I just kind of never had interest to go back to it as much as I love South Park. But
Wow. I thought you guys would be like, since you're South Park fans, I thought you wouldn't be able to put it down.
I thought that as well, but it's just one of those things where I haven't felt compelled to actually return to. I'm sure I will eventually, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna ride this Forza 5 online thing out
Forza.
until that wears off. Forza
I think-
mode.
I think South Park came out at a tough time for me because Infamous came out right after that, and then I played Infamous just because it's on PlayStation 4, and I wanted to feel like I was using my PlayStation 4. And then it's just been a string of indie games on the Vita or PlayStation 4, and that's how I got past.
My choice is BioShock. I'll throw that out there. So,
Not Red Dead? You're not choosing Red Dead?
dude, I know you're never gonna beat it. If I told you right now, like, you should play Red Dead Redemption and finish it, and you'll be like, oh, okay, and it won't happen. So now I'm saying BioShock.
You know,
Maybe a different game will.
one day I'm gonna finish Red Dead, and I'm not gonna tell you
No, you're
until I
not.
finish it. Yeah,
No, you're not.
I'll record myself the entire time.
You better, because I won't
butt-
believe you otherwise.
Listen, I'm gonna be butt naked in a bathtub full of ice playing Red Dead, and that's the video you're gonna get from me.
With an ice cream sundae on your belly.
Yep. Yep.
Let's talk about Dane's lack of facial hair.
Dane, where the fuck is your facial hair?
I have this beard.
But that's not the same, and people can't see that when you say this beard. But let it be known, people, that we all have facial hair, except Dane now. I thought we were a brotherhood of hair on the face. But obviously, eyebrows are all that Dane needs.
I was trying to make an impression at a job fair.
Hey,
It wasn't a
Doug.
real job fair.
I have a question.
Hey,
Dane.
Doug.
Yeah,
Doug.
What?
Your beard looks real nice.
Thank you. This is like, I haven't shaved since beginning of March, so I'm looking like a dirty bum. I do have a question for Dane, though. How have you managed to keep your excellent hair from middle school?
What?
You have the same fucking hair. It's gorgeous.
I don't.
Mine's all thinned out and like just nappy as shit now, and I look old.
I was suited up.
Like, seriously, Dane, you look exactly the same hair-wise.
I
It's
don't know. My brothers are all, well, not all of them, but most of them are going bald, like my dad. But I guess I have my mom's hair, so.
It's nice. I just want you to know that.
It is real
People
nice.
tell me my hair is nice way too often, and it's uncomfortable.
You know what other
I wish I could
piece
smell
of
it.
hair is nice? Your beard. Your beard would be nice. Maybe a goatee. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. I still think that picture of you in the suit with the long hair and the goatee still looks like Dave Grohl in that "Walking After You" video.
That
Just
was
saying.
the day the suit came in the mail from Amazon. I
It's
just
a good
put it
look,
on.
man. It's a good look.
Oh, I
Grow
think I
your
saw,
goatee.
while we're talking about celebrities, I think I saw Kanye West at the video store last week.
Oh yeah, in Enterprise, Alabama.
Yeah. I couldn't say anything though. I was too nervous, and I didn't want him to go on some, tirade about how much my music videos suck compared to Beyonce's. But
George Bush hates black people.
yeah, that's true. Jamie Bush.
I don't
So
know
is there a
how
story to
a
go
man with
along
all
with
that
that?
power. What?
No, just I saw
there-
Kanye. That's it.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I'll have to sneak a picture or something because I'm no lie. This dude looks exactly like Kanye West.
So how about that
That's
PlayStation Now?
How about that PlayStation Now? Yeah, we have what 20 minutes left. So PlayStation Now prices suck. Dane, you just looked at those. What did you see?
I saw a crappy game.
Which crappy game? Enlighten us.
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time.
Is it Explore the Dungeon? Because I don't know.
Yes. Have you
Okay.
played it?
No. I do love Adventure Time though. Show's incredible, but I have not touched any of the 2 games they have out now, I think.
There's not enough content. It's like a Gauntlet ripoff kind of style, where it's 4-player co-op and you go around in a dungeon. There's like monster spawners and you just kill monsters and go deeper and deeper into a dungeon. And then there's like a hub world where all the characters are from the show, and you can play as a bunch of different characters, and they all have their own little special. But
Can you play as Tree Trunks?
I don't know. I watched like maybe 3 episodes of the show. I only had like the main people unlocked. I guess their names are Jake and Finn or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then
So
some
how much
princess
does it cost, Dane?
character.
How much does that shitty game cost?
So yeah, I got it out of the red box for $2, and that was too much to pay. But for 4 hours, you can pay PlayStation Now for $5 for 4 hours,
Shameful.
or a week for $8, and a month for 15, and three
Do you-
months
So
for
a
$30.
week is $8, but 4 hours is $5.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
That should be like it should either be like a 30-minute free trial or 40 minutes for like 50 cents or $1. Something like that.
Or even just an hour for $1, like Bud was saying earlier, just so you can try it. I mean, because PlayStation Plus, don't they offer like free, like full game trials for an hour or something like that?
Occasionally, not for everything.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They've already done that, so why not?
Well,
I
according to
don't know.
Sony, these prices were set by the developers and everything. So, but I just can't believe that developers would think that anybody would pay that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
ridiculous, man.
and it's weird because there's a Wii Fit Club. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
Or no, Wii Sports Club. That's what it's called. Where you can rent the individual games for a certain amount. I don't remember what the prices are. Let me look it up real quick. Let me see if Nintendo's website actually has the prices.
Nintendo. Nintendo.
Doesn't look like it.
Trying to give us some filler.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we should talk about how nobody emailed us while Dana's looking for this thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
password was cheese, and you guys let us down.
Yep. It's still ongoing. It's the first person. So even if the first person listens like 6 months from now, if you send us that fucking email, you're gonna get $10 to somewhere. We can even make it anything. I'll give you a fucking iTunes gift card. I don't care. Hot Topic, whatever you want.
I offered
Just
money
fucking
from my
email us.
wallet.
Yeah. Money from his wallet. I even edited that in there, so it's at the very beginning of the podcast. So listen to
Yeah.
episode 3. Doug says he will give you money from his wallet.
Yeah, do that. But I also found the prices for Wii Sports Club.
Give them to me.
For 24 hours of, hang on, 24
Okay.
hours. It's $1.99 for the whole game of Wii Sports, on the Wii U for $1.99 for 24 hours, or you can pay $10 to have, like, most people just play bowling on Wii Sports, so you can pay
Right.
$10 to have that forever. But they kind of introduced the whole rental thing with the 24 hours for $1.99.
hmm
That's an alright price. That's what Redbox charges.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good.
fine.
So I don't know how they could decide $5 for 4 hours is okay to anyone.
Is it 4 hours in game, or is it from the
Yeah.
moment you buy
I'm
it?
pretty sure it's like 4 hours in game.
Okay.
Oh man, what if it's 4 hours from the time you push the button?
Yeah. I mean, that'd be even worse. That'd
So
be terrible.
so theoretically, you can start playing, stop. So if you play for half an hour, you still have 3.5 hours left.
Yeah.
Well, you could beat Call of Duty
Yeah,
in 4
you
hours.
could beat any Call of Duty.
And then again, so I rented. I had a moment of weakness, and I really wanted to watch Iron Man 2 last week, and it's on the Sony store or whatever, and so I rented it, and it was 24 hours from the time you watch it, start watching it the first time. So the rental was for 60 days or 30 days, and so I had 30 days to watch it. But as soon as I pressed play, then I had 24 hours to watch it as much as possible. And because it gave me a time limit, I watched it 3 times just to make sure I got the full fill and never want to watch that movie again.
How much was it to rent?
It was $3.99.
That sounds right. The only movie I actually rented on the PlayStation Store when I had my actually update. I do have a PS3 again, because while my brother is at basic training in AIT,
Woo!
I'm now the proud owner of a PlayStation 3. So if we want to do anything on the PS3 together, guys, we can do that.
Woo!
But
We can
anyway,
play together?
yeah, back to what I was saying. When Haunting in Connecticut came out, I rented that on the PlayStation Store, and it was a weird experience actually renting something digitally. But
Yeah. I mean, I liked it a lot. I like that it's available instantly. I didn't have to go anywhere, and I think that's part of Sony's reasoning for PlayStation Now prices is that hey, you don't have to have a console and you still get to play these console games. But at the same time, with prices like that, you have to appeal to a non-gamer who
Wait,
is
what do you
probably,
mean you don't have to have a console?
Right. What are you playing it on if you don't have a
or
console?
yeah, no. I'm sorry, not that they don't have a console. I'm thinking of like the what am I thinking of? The thing they're doing with the TVs, the Sony TVs, the Bravia stuff, the streaming. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so you can
So
stream
if
it.
you have a Sony TV,
You
Right.
can
Yeah, they're gonna
stream.
have it so that you can stream it through a Sony TV. Much like if you buy the PlayStation TV, you'll be able to stream games through PlayStation Now on there. And so it's only $100 as opposed like you don't have to own a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4.
Mm.
So like
Are
if
they
you
gonna
have,
add like $400 onto the price of their TVs now, or?
I don't know, I highly doubt it.
they're already super expensive. They're one of the
I-
most expensive
Well,
brands.
aren't the Sony Bravias kind of like on the down swing right now, or are they bringing them back?
Bring them back.
I thought everything Sony except for their gaming division was like pretty shit.
Yeah, everything is struggling, and that's what I was thinking about, Dane, when you mentioned that during the E3 podcast about Kaz didn't come out and talk about money basically
Mhm.
because everything at Sony does suck right now except for their gaming stuff. So,
Yeah, I think
They need to bring that
PlayStation is
Walkman.
one of the few things that's making the money right now.
yeah, I'm telling you, it's because they stopped making the Walkman. I would still buy that to this day. I need a
Cassette player.
yeah, 100%. Physical media is so much better than digital. Fuck iTunes.
Agreed.
Right.
iPods suck.
If I have a choice between physical and digital, I'll always go physical. But an all digital future is not gonna make me stop gaming. Like I'm not gonna bitch about it. But if I still have a choice,
I want to
don't see
know
the
at
difference.
I'm tipping closely to all digital because it just kind of makes sense to me. But then again, it kind of doesn't.
My only horse I have in this race is the fact that I like actually stacking my games on the shelf and looking at them. That's pretty much it. Like there isn't a big difference between physical and digital. I mean, it's all software. You're still getting the same game. You're not missing out on anything. It's just if I have the choice, I'm gonna buy physical.
Have you ever had a scratch disc, Doug?
It's been a long time. That's one thing I like about the Blu-ray discs that everything's on now is that they're very scratch resistant. But yeah, back when I was, like 8 and shit and a little kid and didn't take care of anything, I had many a scratches. So
Right.
Yeah, I ruined my copy of Modern Warfare 2 one time because turned the console while it was on, and then couldn't play Modern Warfare 2 anymore.
that's such a shitty, like, it's like, have you ever had scratches? Like, take care of your shit, man. Then you won't have scratches.
wait. I have a. So, Dane, have we already told you the story about Oblivion?
I don't know.
I
don't think so.
Okay.
I'll say like the second time our friendship was ever tested.
Yeah. So this is the second time Doug and I ever came close to like just not being friends,
Yeah,
and
what
it's
did I
totally my fault.
just buy the Xbox 360 and got a
Yeah.
Oblivion for it and took
So-
it over to Bud's
Wait, are
house.
you gonna tell the whole story? I thought I was gonna tell this.
I was setting up the
Okay.
before. So take it away, buddy.
Okay, so Doug just bought an Xbox 360. Was I visiting from college? Was that college time?
I think it was before. It might have
Yeah.
been
Oh yeah, no,
'Cause-
I still in high school. Yeah, we were.
because I got the 360 when I was like 16, 15 or 16.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I was still there. Anyway, so Doug brings it over, super stoked, plug it in, start playing it. He showed me like the shadows from the fire in Oblivion and like the cave when you first start, and it's like, I'm getting like a chubster like just watching it, and then I go to like reach for something or something, and I kick the fuck out of the Xbox. I just like roundhouse kick, knock it down, and all you hear is, and then we turn it off, and then we turn it back on, and we try to start it, and of course it doesn't start. So we do that thing that people do where they take the disc out and they like rub it with their shirt, thinking that's gonna solve anything. Put it back in.
There's such a huge burn ring on it, and I was
Yeah.
so distraught. It's like
Yeah.
no.
So if anything, that teaches you not to stand up Xboxes on carpet, and also not to let your best friend roundhouse kick it.
Didn't I leave after that? Like, no, it's okay, man. I'm just gonna go home and cry while you
Yeah,
feel terrible
yeah.
for kicking my shit over.
And then didn't you end up fixing it like at Video Warehouse doing
Yeah,
the
we actually before I started working there actually, but yeah, we took it up there and they have these amazing machines that just make your discs fucking brand new, and then our friendship was back to 100% after that. So,
But the place that I'm going with this story is that if that game were digital and I kicked the Xbox over, it would have kept on playing.
but that's not a good excuse because you could just not be clumsy with your
You
big
could
ass
just
size 13 shoes.
buy digital, and I could roundhouse kick every console you own, and you can keep on playing. It felt good. It felt good to kick an Xbox though. Right before I bought my own.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, you owned the 360. You're gonna own an Xbox One day because I'm gonna
I
keep beating
will.
that shit down your throat until you buy one.
Hopefully soon. I'm actually running out of space. If I bought an Xbox One right now, I have no idea where I'd put it because right now I have enough shelf space to put the TV, the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 3. So if I buy an Xbox One, I'm just gonna have to like throw the PlayStation 3 out the window.
I want to like bust out the Super Nintendo and N64 and hook it up now, so I feel more like a badass.
Yeah.
I really wish I had a Super Nintendo.
I wish I had more games.
I wish I had fewer games to play. I think that's my problem.
Oh, I mean for Super Nintendo.
Oh.
But
There's
I wish.
there's a retro gaming shop here in New York that I've been considering going to because they have stuff for like every console ever.
New York
Nice.
Games.
I have no idea what it's called.
Giant Bomb just did a video because they're setting up their Giant Bomb East office,
Right.
and they went to somewhere. I think it's called New York Games. It's in Manhattan. They have a lot of cool old stuff.
Do you know if they're gonna have an office? Because maybe I'll just go beat on their door and ask to intern for them.
They're in the TV Guide studio, wherever that is.
I will have to Google that and go beat on their doors.
But I don't know if they'll take too kindly to beating on doors.
I will gently ring their doorbell.
Ain't nothing wrong with kicking rocks trying to get an internship.
Right. Also, speaking of old games, did you guys see the guy with the world's biggest video game collection sold it last week?
Yeah, they.
No.
I actually a few months ago, well, maybe more than a few months, sometime last year, in one of the Game Informers, they had a story on that guy.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting to see that he finally sold it because I think he mentioned that he was looking to sell it as a complete collection instead of piece by piece. So
Right.
I think it was like what 750,000.
750,000, which they did a thing. The average price per game was $68.
Yeah,
So he really
it's almost
didn't make a ton of money off of it.
full retail price for each thing, but
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you imagine though that over the years he spent $750,000 on video games?
Probably more, because Super Nintendo games weren't a set price.
I think I remember reading that he had quite a bit of stuff just being sent to him because I guess he would put out a list of things he was looking for through Craigslist and stuff, and he was bundling as much as possible.
Oh wow.
And I think he said quite a few people would actually just gift him things, and so
Yeah. I don't think
he might have made a ton of money for all we know. I don't know, but
Right.
I mean,
Good for him for amassing such a large collection.
yeah,
Yeah, because sometimes I feel bad when I think about it. It's like, oh man, over the past couple years, I've probably spent like a couple $1,000s on video game stuff.
yeah.
And,
I mean, it's like I have 5
yeah.
Xbox One games, so that would be just $360 right there,
Right.
or 320
Yeah.
for
Good
5
time.
games. Yep.
So Dane, does the facial hair growing start right now?
oh yeah, it started when I shaved.
Before we leave, squeeze a beard out for us.
Yep. Just
I want
Super
to see
Saiyan that
face
shit.
turning red.
It's not gonna happen.
I think you
Damn
got like
it.
a little 1/4 inch of growth though. On the right side, I think I saw some hair sprout out.
Yeah, we'll see. It grows really slow.
So does mine, actually. So I feel you on that one.
I wish I could say the same, but
Doug, you're a fucking monster.
yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
Video games.
Video
Woo!
games and beards.
AC units.
Hair.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There we go with the dags. We got the dags.
All right, so I'm gonna try to snap a good picture of this real quick.
Yes. Look at that cute fur ball. Fur muffin. Just try to get away from you, Dan. Just try to get away. So cute. He's so cute. He's gonna lick your nose.
You real kippies.
Gonna eat your nose right off. I wish the dog could hear us. Make noise, dog.
Video games.
Dogs.
Okay.
Woof.
That's it for Who Gives a Hoot episode 4.
If you are an American, you will listen to this podcast, and if you don't, you're probably a dirty red commie. So listen to it. Tell us the password. oneweeklategaming@gmail.com.
Get your
You'll
$10.
win $10 from some unknown source. It could be anything. Just $10.
It's per request at this point.
Yeah.
You can ask for anything.
Take
You want
our money.
$10? You want $10 from Hustler Hollywood?
We'll
I'll
sell
get
Dane's
you
body.
$10.
His freshly shaved little boy body. We'll
Yeah,
give
you
him.
get Dane's-
You can have Dane. You have Dane.
I don't
for a
know if
week.
Trisha will like that.
Can we give
He'll
away one of the dogs?
Have to make sacrifices for the podcast. It's
Trisha
for the
would
greater
give
good.
The Pomeranian away in a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
give the Pomeranian away. I'm fine with that.
We're giving away dogs, people.
All right,
Cute dogs, too.
here it goes. I'm clicking the button.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
I love you.
Goodbye.
But not you guys. I love the podcast listeners.
Can you guys hear that?
Dane's doing his Heath Ledger impression again.